Damn, Ash, y'all.
Oh God, I was just looking at
Y'all.
I'm Malika.
Hey, y'all, I'm Reen.
I'm Ash.
I'm Quisha, and we are
The Girls.
Today we're going to talk about boundaries, sex life, and I forgot the third one.
So dating, boundaries, so boundaries in dating, and
Is it boundaries in dating or boundaries in sex life?
I mean, it's all a part of one.
Two separate ones, honestly.
It's all a part of one thing, man.
You think so?
Like when you're dating, you have sexual boundaries, or you don't. Because everybody don't have boundaries in life. Some people don't have no boundaries, as when it comes to dating, sex, nothing.
Which you should.
You should, but people don't.
So let's get into it.
Let's get into it, yeah. Let's start with dating. What is dating for you, Quisha? What does that consist of? What does dating consist of for you?
Right now, in the space that I'm in, I'm dating with a purpose right now.
Okay.
So, meaning, like, I'm trying to not necessarily find my husband, but find my husband. Like, if you're not mutually dating with a purpose, as far as wanting a relationship and wanting a wife and the kids and all of that, then we don't need to be conversating, because that's not what we doing.
Okay, so if you meet somebody or just your dating life, like how do you go about dating? Because we were talking about, as far as dating, some people want it to be exclusive, some people want to date multiple people, some people want to date only one person. Like,
I mean, I honestly feel like it just depends on the person and the people that are involved. Of course, exclusive dating takes time to get to. That's the girlfriend-boyfriend stage. Yeah. And I feel like before that point, then you can date multiple people, because how are you going to find one person if you're going to limit yourself to that one person?
Yeah. Facts.
What you think, Ash?
Y'all know. I'm sorry. I need to know what I like, and if you're not matching my energy in a sense, then yeah, that's a red flag for me. So that's why I would rather date multiple people, because, like you said, I want to limit myself to one guy. And when if he's interested in another girl more than like he's interested in me, so like I'm not about to
just put all of your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna dip somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip somewhere else.
No, seriously, because more than half the time, men aren't going to tell you that they're dating multiple people.
Yeah. But I don't feel like that's true. And so for me, I feel like everybody I experience has told me or hasn't told me. But I feel like you said, with the red flag situation. So I feel like if you are talking to somebody up front, you should be able to tell them if you're dating other people or not, because we're grown and you should be able to be honest.
But there's a lot of men that like to play games and want you to think that you're the only one that they're talking to.
It's a lot of like that. Like,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
that's true.
But definitely, that should be the first kind of conversation that you have upon like dating someone. Like, what are your intentions? Are you dating with a purpose? Like, I literally now, since I've been dating, I ask every guy I'm talking to, are you dating with a purpose? Like, what are your intentions? Are you wanting to be married? Like, what is the lifestyle that you want? Because if it's not matching, then ain't no point in us having a conversation, because I'm not going to persuade you to have the same life and the same goals that I have. Yeah. Regardless of if I like you a lot or... Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting over liking somebody that's not on the same page.
I hate it. Especially in this right now.
Because everybody's perspective on dating is like very different. So it's just like, a guy can be dating multiple women and they find out that you're dating multiple men at the same time, and all of a sudden you hoes and you this and you that.
I'm gonna do the same thing you doing, nigga. Straight up. I'm sorry. Like, sorry, go ahead.
And that's just how it is, you know, and I just feel like
disrespectfully.
Disrespectfully.
No. But okay, so because I feel like with experience, and not even saying do you feel like sometimes whenever we're dating, we give them an impression that we only want to date them? Because sometimes we do. And not saying that that's okay for them to lie, but I feel like sometimes they like, okay, let me tell her that I'm only talking to her because maybe she's asking this because she don't want me talking to other people. But no, like me personally, I want to know because if I'm dating other people, I'm going to let you know that too. Like right now, you're not the only one I'm talking to. So I want to know, you know.
May the best man win.
May the best man win. And if it ain't you,
sorry for you.
Girl.
Sorry for you.
Yeah.
When I started dating, I felt like everything changed.
Sorry not to cut you off, but what's your perspective on dating? Because you're the only one right now that's in a relationship.
True.
Very true.
We all have our different shit going on.
Yeah.
Very
so
true.
what's your take on it?
Well, before all of that, like, I mean, before my relationship, just dating other men, like, just going into it, I already had my mind, like, I know you're dating other women. Like, whether he's not, or, like, whether he is or not, I'm already like, I know you are attracted to other women and this and that, and I'm doing the same thing. Me personally, I'm not asking him, like, are you dating other women? You know, because my feelings do be getting hurt, you know, and I feel like as women, we do get our feelings hurt.
And that's why
sometimes
I feel like
we don't want to ask and stuff.
But I also feel like a big part of that, tying in the other subtopics, a big part of that is the jealousy part of it, or not necessarily jealous, but the feelings hurt part of it is because more than half the time when we date these men, not all the time, but we're having sex with them too. So that's one of the reasons why the feelings get involved. Not saying that just because you're dating someone you have to have sex with them, but more than half the time when we do get upset about the men that we are dating talking to other women, it's because we done already had sex with them.
And not even to jump on the other topic, but that's why I feel like knowing the importance of sex to yourself, what it is, because some people can have sex and you not catch feelings for them, and you're not gonna. Not saying everybody won't catch feelings with people that you have sex with, but people get attached. It's an attachment thing.
And it's not just women, y'all.
Too.
It's not just women out here.
Every single man out there needs
Because boy, get
ladies,
soul ties, and if they don't believe it,
they real.
Soul ties is real.
Yes, soul ties are so real.
That's a real thing.
And it's like we talk about it, like y'all know they come back like what you call it, a boomerang. Them niggas come back like a boomerang,
and they come back when you least expect it. When you
happy,
when you're pursuing someone else. Like it's like they literally can feel you moving on.
Because I feel like when you're damaged and you're broken, somebody can see that, and so like they don't want to be there. But when you happy and like you doing your own thing, like they come back around. They like, oh, I see that this girl's happy. She look good. I want that back because then they remember what it was that y'all had, or just the sex, or whatever it may have been.
Sometimes they don't even want it back. They just
want to play
around.
Just seeing like if they have the option. Seeing if they're available to.
It don't.
Listen, you don't.
Hell, the Quisha 5 years ago is not the same Quisha that I am today. The Quisha 3 months ago is not the same Quisha I was. Hell, the Quisha yesterday.
I'm crying.
It's not the Quisha that I am today. Like, growing and changing and learning and just everything. Like, all of that ties into dating and pursuing people and exes and all of that good stuff. You can't, if you had me back then, you cannot get me now, okay?
Shit.
And that's why it's tough, because it's like if you think about it, I talked to Native and it was just like, say you dated somebody a long time ago and it wasn't the best, or y'all was just young. So what if they come back around in life? It's like, do you give them that option? Or for me, you know, sometimes we can all be in our head like, I already gave you your chance.
I honestly feel like it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
It honestly, it depends on the situation. Like, why did y'all separate? And where are they at now mentally? Like, if you still talking the same shit you was talking to me 5 years ago, I don't want it. Yeah. Like, no. Yeah.
You're not doing the things you say you was gonna do.
Because talk is cheap.
And I think that's what we gotta take into play too is when they tell us stuff, your actions gotta match your words. Because if they not, sir, I can't do nothing with you. He got to go. You gotta go. Where's the trash bag?
No, where's the trash bag?
Put him in the trash because he out. Peace. Back to your dating life though. Not your dating life, but just like
in general.
Your perspective.
Yeah. I mean, just to piggyback off of like what you said, like few years ago, or like I was talking about earlier, like my last relationship is completely different, you know, from the relationship that I have now because he's actually my friend. You know, not saying that my past relationship they weren't, but we're genuinely friends. Like,
do you feel like y'all building the friendship first helped with y'all's relationship now?
Absolutely.
Damn.
I believe it. I believe it. That's why they say most of the time that you marry your best friend. I'm not, but but it's because
I'm not.
But you have that friendship, you have that bond. Y'all know each other like the back of y'all's hand.
Yeah.
Like you trust them, so why not build something with that?
Yeah. That's why like the Russian shit. Like if you don't get to know somebody, you really never get to know somebody. You know, even after a few years. But if you don't build that friendship with them, I feel like also building that friendship, it helps y'all come back to being able to communicate. So sometimes when you get just in a relationship without building that friendship first, then y'all just off of lust and like so-called love.
Yeah.
So you don't want to argue, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. But as a friend, you can go back and be like, all right, we need to discuss this.
Because one of the biggest thing I feel like in relationships, why they fail is because of communication. Like like you were saying earlier, or no, like you were saying, communicate. Like we gotta talk about. I'm upset. Let's talk about it, and don't hold on to it. And
even like the guys that are like, oh, I didn't want to tell you that because I felt like it was gonna make you mad or upset.
Yeah.
But you have to give me that option. Like you have to know me well enough, again, as my friend. To be like, all right, I know this might make you mad. I know this, but like, let me know. Give me the option to choose if I want to be mad or not. Yeah. Some things are not as big. Yeah. And sometimes you get
the longer you hold on to it,
the worse it's gonna be.
So you might as well tell me now. Yeah. Like, don't, especially when it comes to like secrets and shit. Like, don't hold on to no secret, and then I find out later on, and it ain't coming from you. Oh, and you know, I'm Inspector Gadget. I'm gonna find some shit out. I don't give a fuck. It might take me a couple days. It might take me a couple weeks. It might even take a couple months. But I'm gonna find. And it's not even like I'm so serious. And it's not even
y'all
like.
Remember what I told y'all?
It's not even necessarily like I go finding or go looking for
Stuff
it. It just comes.
Usually comes to you.
Yeah. That's why I tell everybody that I deal with, do not lie to me because I'm gonna find out, regardless of if you tell me or not. Like, tell me and let me decide what I want to do with that information. And I feel like a lot of men don't think that women think like that. They're like, oh, well, I thought I was trying to spare your feelings type shit. Like, no, it's gonna be way worse when I find out later.
Yeah, it is. It's the honesty. Like, when you're not honest, you breaking people's trust. And once that's broke,
it's hard to get that shit back.
Yeah. Because you can even try, and that's again like the relationships, the dating, and all of that. Once you break somebody's trust, it's like,
trust is very hard to get back. Not even just relationships, but in friendships and all of that. Like, trust is very hard to get back. Because in the back of your mind, even if they've apologized and they're showing signs of change and all of that, there's still that little voice in the back of your head like, did you tell me the truth?
Or my worst thing is like if somebody lies, then you go back onto like other things. Like, damn, was they lying about this? Or like just things in the past. Yeah. Situations that may have happened that you may let have slide. You didn't even think too much into it. Then you're like, damn, was they lying about that? Was it like...
It's just stuff just start adding up, and you just like...
What are the boundaries you guys have while dating?
Yeah, what's your boundaries, Ashley?
I need to set some. To be honest,
you don't have boundaries?
I mean, I never really spoke to whoever about boundaries. So.
I mean, it's not necessary. You don't necessarily have to say, "Oh, my boundaries are." It's just like, what are your no's? What are your deal breakers? Those are boundaries.
Yeah. So what's the deal breaker for you?
I would say if I ask someone something, they still lie. That's just like, okay, nigga, I'm being straight up with everything. I'm telling you everything, and you still lie about it.
Yeah.
You're not honest with me.
Sorry. Men,
Oh, Lord.
when your woman is asking you a question, she
answer.
already know the answer.
We already know.
already know the
You lie,
answer.
it's a done deal,
It's
sir.
a
Just
done
be
deal.
straight up at this point, yeah.
What else?
I think that's probably.
But that's not even really a boundary. Like, what's
I don't know.
I feel like that's a generalized.
I really don't know.
Okay, so speaking for myself, because I'm a mom, and so of course I date more than half the time, date men with kids. A boundary is for me, if you're not taking care of your kids,
That, cool.
you're not finna be around mine.
And I don't mean like post a profile pic on Facebook.
Like
Spend some
active,
time.
No, seriously.
because we
When
don't
do you get your
tolerate
children?
deadbeats around here. So
Yeah.
you have to take care of your kids first, because I have 2 boys of my own, and I'm looking at you as potential to be in their lives.
Yeah.
So if you ain't even handling your own flesh and blood, what makes you think that
And
I'm
that shows something
trust
about
you?
your character. Like,
Yeah,
you can up to leave my family. These ain't even your kids.
it ain't even yours. Like what?
Oh, yeah, you out,
'Cause
bro.
you bent on yours.
It's
Because I know
And
for
leave.
that's
easy for you. My kids, bro. I'm out.
Yeah, so that's a boundary of mine.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Bree?
It's hard. Like,
It is. Because I was gonna say like the whole lying thing. Like, I mean, just being completely upfront about everything, especially if I ask.
Oh, for me, I feel like you have to have something going. Like, you see that I'm busy all the time. Don't be texting me what you doing, what you doing, what you doing. Bitch, I'm working. Like,
Bitch, I'm working.
that is the
That's
biggest pet peeve
Yeah.
of mine. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Or
I feel
like,
like-
okay, and like being able to understand what it is that you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's
Oh,
like,
God.
as entrepreneurs
Mhm.
or as people who are trying to have a business of our own, you know,
Yeah.
like people like, dang, why you doing that? Or why you doing the same thing? Like, you know, when it's repetitive or whatever. But it's like, this is what I have to do to
Right.
be where I want to be. And somebody that, you know, has a corporate job, I'm not saying no offense, but
They don't necessarily
they go to work and they clock out, and then it's just like they got the rest of their day.
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
And then they're like, why you still at work? Or why you still doing this, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that's like when it comes back to like dating. You know, like getting to know somebody, like they
Yeah.
understand and know for a fact, like you're a business owner, so you have different things to do. You're here and there. Your
Schedule
doing
varies,
this.
'cause
Yeah,
But a
very
lot of people
different
don't
'cause
even understand. Like, yes, they'll know that you
They
own your
see
own
it.
business
Yeah.
and they see it, but they don't.
The
If you're
background
not
work.
you don't have your own business, so you don't know. They don't know like the shit that entrepreneurs
The
have to
tedious
do.
little bitty ass shit that you gotta put in.
Because it's been multiple times I'm talking to a guy and he's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm working." It's like 11 o'clock at night. Oh, where you work? What time you get off? I work for
Never.
myself. I never. When I go to bed, like what? I'm always working, and even when I ain't working, I'm working. Like,
Promoting, doing something.
yeah. Like somebody told me, I think I was chilling with my mommy friends, and one of them, their cousins came or whatever, and they was talking about makeup, and I was like, yeah, I sell base, and one of them was like, damn, Kush, do you ever not? I'm like, no. I see dollar signs on people that I don't know, and hell, even if I do know you, you're a dollar sign to
I can
me.
help.
I have a business, so I'm gonna try to sell you whatever I have, or even inform you about what I have, so you can word of mouth. You never know who you're gonna meet.
That's the thing.
When we say
too.
take one person.
One person and you own.
Exactly.
I mean, but I don't think that's a problem. Just casually saying, "Hey, I do this if you ever need me," type of thing.
Yeah, but it's a lot of
Like,
like
weird.
going back to the dating thing. There's a lot of people that don't understand. Like,
That's
I'm
why
busy. I'm
Right.
busy.
A
Like,
part of dating is understanding. If we know how to understand it, it's not gonna work.
Boundaries. With sex. Okay, are we talking about dating or what?
So I feel like boundaries of sex, I mean, it could be as far as, like I said, like while dating somebody, like y'all boundaries of having sex, or sex and boundaries. Like when you having sex with somebody, do you have certain boundaries? Like you can't do this, you can't do this.
I really don't.
I do.
You do?
I don't.
I don't really feel like as far as like being intimate with somebody, once we get there, I most likely don't have no boundaries. I'm kind of pretty much open with it. I ain't gonna eat nobody's ass. But
that's a boundary.
That is probably the only boundary I got as far as sex.
So
okay.
Why y'all all look at me?
No, because she said.
I thought she was.
No, because she was gonna say something. What you was gonna ask, Ashley?
Nothing.
But as far as being with people, like again, being comfortable, like the more comfortable you get, the more that we can do. But
that is true.
Yeah. So once we get there to when we can do whatever, I don't have no boundaries.
Yeah. You say you have some.
Some people do though. What's that?
Oh, you can't fuck with the anal.
Anal.
It's a no for me. And people like, you just gotta relax. No.
I feel like
sorry.
I agree.
You have to relax.
And I agree with that because that's a boundary for me. But I feel like maybe it's different for everybody and stuff. And me personally, I can't do that with everybody.
Yeah, right. That's not
so.
Right. Boundaries is not having sex with everybody. You can't like.
So if I am comfortable with doing that, it's going to be with my man because I know I'm more relaxed with that person. You know, so
yeah, I don't give a fuck if we together.
You can't do that all the fucking.
Yeah,
that shit. Yeah.
But again, like y'all know me, so it's like I'm not gonna have sex with anybody. So by the time that I'm ready to have sex with somebody, like I'm comfortable with you. I'm comfortable enough to do anything, pretty much. So, but that's because I can wait, you know, and I just gotta feel people out, and that's just me.
You say eating ass was about?
Yeah, nigga, I'm not eating your ass.
I'm not eating
Guys like
ass.
that.
Listen, I've heard stories about men, and
But we close enough. Like y'all lick balls, right? So.
Why you looking like this? Girl, I'm not eating none of these niggas' ass.
I feel like
bend
a
over.
lot of men do not. I mean,
lick your legs up. Like, how do you even go about?
See him on his knees,
The same way that you lick the balls, you lick that ass. Just like they eat your ass.
You not but you're not lifting their legs up. What
You
the
just
fuck?
lift the balls like this.
And then
So you tried it?
No, I was just. I said that was. I'm not looking.
I'll leave that to them.
to licking their own.
No, to lick him mine.
Yeah, because no.
Now I did say if my husband asked me to do that, I feel like men who are comfortable in their sexuality are open to doing sexual things. So if my husband asked me to do that, then I would be okay with it. But I'm not just out here.
That's how you know my ass. I'm not doing that shit.
Husband or not.
It's just like lift your legs. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it y'all can't get past the position of it all?
Yeah, like
no. Yeah, I mean
I can't get past the part my face in your
ass. I was gonna say because that's one, but it's just me like having my head in your booty. Like
you gotta spread the cheeks. I heard.
Yeah.
They said I asked dudes, so the girls just like licking it. It's not really. It's not eating. Yeah, they just licking it. It's not.
But
really,
that's what I'm saying. Like she said. Like for me personally,
it's not
like
really.
No offense to none of y'all that eat ass, but for me personally, like I can't see my face like in the middle.
Kudos to y'all for pleasing y'all man like that, but you know that's just
how they turn them on, like for real.
Because my thing is, why I said my husband, I don't want to deny my husband of any sexual. You said what?
I asked her how does that eating ass? What? How does eating ass turn them on? I just want to know.
Because a man's G-spot is
wet.
But why would they? Okay, whatever.
A man's G-spot is in his ass.
That's the weird. Okay, I know that, but like, okay.
And the shit feel good. Y'all ever had y'all ass?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can eat my ass all day.
See, I wouldn't lick it, like.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kalisha.
I forgot what I was going to say.
no.
And he better not ask.
Yeah, because then if you ask me,
What if he asked you? What if your man like?
I'm not suspect.
I want to do
Nate,
something different.
and I'm gonna send Nate in there like, I want you to try something.
I got somebody for you.
Oh no!
Just stay right there.
I'm gonna go in the shower, do
Go see if he on Grinder.
I'm crying. That'll be some crazy shit.
No, definitely. I know a lot of gay men, so I know about the undercovers.
That's what I'm saying.
They be on them sites.
And there's a lot here in Oklahoma.
Them be the ones
I know
that's
about the undercovers.
Oh, no.
them be the hard ones.
I'm not into very, very rough sex.
Girl, bro, me.
What's the very
Don't be across the room.
Me too. Like, put my head under the head.
Did y'all see that?
Y'all.
Put that in there. Did y'all see that episode of Martin when Gina Hay got caught in?
Yeah.
Baby, that's me coming out. Somebody gonna have to saw that head out of there. Yes.
I'm into rough sex, but not like extreme.
What's
girl.
extremely rough sex?
Yeah. Like the. I did not mean to laugh. Like the spanking, like.
The forcefully, like, don't push my head down while I'm giving you head. I don't like that shit.
That's.
And I don't know. It's just, y'all so
No, it's not even
Of
funny.
I don't know, because I'm the type of woman that takes control, especially when I'm giving head. I like giving
so
head,
do you?
so it's like, don't touch me while I'm doing it. I mean, you can touch me, yes, but don't push my head down. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, don't do
Do
that.
you feel like
that's
you don't like what they call it? Oh, are you not submissive?
I am.
You like somebody to be dominant though, or you want to be the dominant one?
It just depends, honestly. I don't mind. I don't mind being dominant to a certain point, but I'm a more submissive type. But to a certain extent, like I said, don't push my head down. When
You
I'm
be getting choked and shit.
Yeah, choke me.
But you just don't like that, yeah.
It's like a way to do it. Like,
Yeah, it is
don't-
a way to do it.
like, okay, if you grab my head and
So
kind
what
of just do it a
is
little
a
bit,
sexual
cool, but don't just.
What's a sexual experience that like turns you off from having rough sex?
Here's I put my business on there.
Right.
No, I mean like
Okay, so this one time.
I can't tell y'all shit of no stories.
No, it don't. And the thing is, y'all don't say. You don't even have to say.
I'm not gonna say
names.
names. Okay, so one time, not just to put my business out there, but I had car sex and I was sucking dick in the car, and he like basically forcefully was pushing my head down.
Like grabbed your head?
Yeah, and it was like his
That
dick
shit
was
might
big.
hurt.
Ew. Like, don't do that. Like,
Yeah.
So I feel like if we know each other to a certain extent, you know me. Don't play with me.
exactly. Like, yeah.
But if this is just a casual like hookup, or like we're just started dating, so we just kind of get into like, I feel like that can be talked about. Be like, hey, listen,
Yeah.
Calm
you
down,
know,
sir.
Yeah.
you know. But if they continuously do that, or or in general, I feel like no man should just automatically like when you meet a woman and she allows you to have sex with her. Don't take it too far.
Some men be feeling like that's the only place that they can dominate is in the bedroom, and that shit will turn me off with the quickest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it.
So whenever y'all date, do y'all whenever y'all not even dating, I guess, but whenever you have sex with somebody, do y'all talk about what y'all do and don't like before, or do y'all just have sex with people without like discussing it?
I think I talk about it after the fact.
Right.
Like, give me the
Yeah.
experience, and then I'm like, okay, so you know that one thing you did with your tongue, do that again. And then this other thing that you did with your finger, don't do that again. Like,
Okay.
Let them know.
Or what did you like? Or rate that? Or how was this?
Yeah. And I feel like if it's something that I dislike, I'm definitely
Don't tell them.
No, I be sparing niggas.
I really
Sparing guys. I'm gonna believe that. I be sparing guys because
Feelings.
like, I don't know. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings in a sense. I
But
guess.
then it's like if you
don't say nothing.
a lot of people despair, them a lot, and that's why they disappoint a lot of people.
Cause niggas be thinking they fucking some shit up, and
yeah, they don't. Yeah. So
Or then they act like they shit,
baby.
and they
And
I'll shut y'all down real quick. Listen, it wasn't given what it was supposed to be.
I'm a ghoster because I'm gonna get the fuck.
It is. And somebody
Let me stop cussing.
Somebody literally said, you can't put that good stuff on me and then ghost me. I'm gonna be blowing up your line. Like, huh? No, sir.
And I don't like that. I'm sorry.
What?
Like, don't be blowing up my phone. Like,
oh yeah.
Nobody really.
I seen your message.
The first time.
And won't.
the first time.
Yeah, like the triple double texting. Please do not. That right there will turn me off. I don't like that. Like, especially if you're not talking about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what
literally
you
asking me what you doing every 5 minutes.
At? How was your? I mean, they can ask how your day was, but if you just asked me 5 minutes ago, don't ask me again.
That was a good one. Cause me personally, I mean, rough wise, per se, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't mind it to a certain extent, but like the extremely rough to where I feel like this could be like some rape type shit. I don't like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
okay, you talking about that? That's
like where you feel like you don't have any control.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Okay.
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because if you shoving your dick down my throat to where I can't breathe, I mean, there's a certain extent to giving just straight head without all the extra.
Right.
But no, I just gotta.
I feel like if they be patient and relaxed and actually see what women can do, then, you know, but actually just like, oh yeah, you finna do this. Like, I'm not.
Oh God, that's a turn off.
Ash,
What?
you didn't set your sexual boundaries.
I don't have.
Okay.
Not you saying it like that, what you whispering and shit. Make sure you know.
Like what you say?
You said none?
You know.
If you know, you know.
Insert
That's
kid.
the one.
Bitch, what?
I cannot. Pros and cons of dating. Since we still kind of on dating.
That's broad.
That's broad.
That's very broad.
Let's do like now. Like right now in your life.
Yeah, that's what I was about
Oh
to
Lord. Okay.
like like if I was to be in a relationship, I feel like an issue, which I'm pretty sure the conversation would be held beforehand, but needing space. I need my space. I need time to myself, and you can't be under me all the time. Like, granted, like if I really like you, I'm going to spend time with you a lot, but I need to breathe, and a lot of people are clingy, and I'm just like, Zen, give me my space, and then let's regroup. Well, the con for dating is finding somebody that you like, and then them disappearing out of nowhere because they are dating other people. Because a lot of people don't tell you, oh, well, I'm gonna get with her. They just end up in a relationship, and then they just ghost you. Yeah.
That shit hurt.
That's a con. That's a con to dating.
Like, boy,
Like, just tell me.
That's
What did you do,
That's dating.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you feeling them and shit, and they just
like
are
damn.
gone. Like,
And that's why we gotta keep our options open.
But even when your options are open, if you like somebody more than the other,
we know.
And they like somebody else more than they like
you have everything in front of you, sir. But you wanna go after so and so. I don't understand that, y'all. That's currently what I feel like I'm going through. That is definitely a con. Liking someone more than they like you, like nigga.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're still giving you that attention in the sense. So like that shit is the hardest thing. But of course, you know,
I feel
I got
like,
some side pieces, you know.
and it's gonna be like that, but I feel like that person knows, like, damn, she's a good woman, like she is.
And
but he sees the other woman be like, but if I'm with her, because of either money,
status,
or something like that, that's where I want to be. And 9 times out of 10, females be like some real niggas out here. You know, like, so it's
It's like
It's hard. That's a part of dating. Like,
because
that's,
a lot of these men, they get in these relationships with women who they see like, oh, she got money, or she got clout, or whatever the case may be, even if they do like somebody more.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy to me.
and be dogging them, like,
Yeah,
you know.
I had to do that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Really good.
Pros and cons.
A pro is you can just like, I don't know. If you're not in the mood for that other person, you're like, hey, what's this nigga?
So I mean, okay, so are we talking? So are we talking about as far as like dating one person, or you mean like just dating in general?
Dating in general.
Yeah.
Con is someone can like you more than you like them, or that's not your type, or whatever. That can be.
Would you really be dating them if they wasn't?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so like dating. Sometimes you just want to open it up and you want to see your options, you know. And so somebody can like you more, and like we talked about, even you liking somebody else more than them liking you, that kind of sucks. And so sometimes I think we try to get people that benefit, because it's like, damn, I wouldn't want somebody to do me like I'm about to do you, or I am doing you, but
I'm just stuck.
so we try to like,
Yeah.
and then
But I also feel like having a type, just like you said, it kind of gives you a more open range of people or whatever. I feel like having a type just closes you off, and clearly that type ain't working if you're not in a relationship and you've been single for however long.
I
feel like our
I had to
type,
throw that type in the trash.
because like our type really don't be our type. I feel like I feel like some of us might be scared of stepping out of. We're probably messing around or talking to or having sex with our type, you know, but they're not trying to do what we want. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship. You don't really see a future. I mean, you're saying all of this stuff, but your actions are not like leading up to that, you know. And then you have this man over here that's like, how's your day, and this and that. But
damn, Ash,
he's whatever you want. Like, it's
literally whatever
fly
you
out,
and that's the one we don't want.
And it can be the simplest
That's so
thing,
sad.
like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like what you're doing, or
Just
how
because just because he's not your type, so you're gonna nitpick every little thing that he
Let's
does.
But yeah, and it's like, how do you? Because it's like, we've
'Cause
talked
it's
about
hard.
it.
It's
and
so hard.
Like you said with the nitpicking thing, I was like, if somebody is not your type or your typical type, so to say, and then you date somebody who is giving you what you want, giving you everything that you said you needed, taking you out on dates, talking to you, asking how you are, like communicating, literally everything that you want.
But what if you want it in the other person?
And that's the thing. So it's like,
shit, get your life together.
And just say you dating and that person, you kind of cut that person off, or you don't give that person enough attention because you feel like you're busy and you feel like they may not understand or whatever the situation may be. But what if you don't tell them and then you just kind of like cut them off or whatever? But it's that person that wants you and will do anything, you know. So now the other dude, he gonna go do whatever it is, go about his business with the next. But the other guy, he may be like, all you have to do is tell me that you was busy and like, I'll wait or I'll do this. It's like, how do you go about that, because you still don't want it, you know?
That's so
when you find the answer to that, let me know, because I was in the same type of situation. I was in the same type of situation. Y'all know.
Oh yeah.
That one guy that was doing the most. Well, not doing the most, but he was really like, he wants to
trying
the fence, the picket fence in the house.
Shit that we ignore.
Okay,
so
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, that guy. And he's not my type. So I was everything. I don't like the way you said that. I'm gonna not talk to you for a couple days.
So
but
what?
then I love the vibe that he brings. So it's like, okay, let me hit him
What
up.
is it though?
I don't know.
I feel like if like you actually go out on a limb, and I'm not saying it's gonna work with every guy that really wants you, because that's not it.
Because a lot of them will say fuck it and move on. Like when men know they work, they do the same thing. Like, oh, no, I ain't gotta deal with this.
What about when you tell them to move on and they don't?
I don't know.
Y'all wasn't supposed to be laughing.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
He said no ma'am.
I'm gonna have to ignore him at that point because I told you.
several times.
I told you, sir.
If I have to tell you several times and you don't understand,
that's on you.
So with like the whole type thing, what if it's like one simple thing? Because I know I had a type and it's like athletic, or you have to be active, you gotta be tall, the beard and stuff like this. I told my mom, I was just like, he gotta know how to cook and he gotta know how to dance just like me.
Wow.
That's very specific as far as the dancing.
Yeah, get
very like I'll do that.
She said just like me.
Just like me.
Yeah, I want you to put these leggings on and go
You
do
hear
some
me?
Pirouettes. No,
you
but
don't
then
get
it's
to be clapping. Bow, bow. That's all you gonna get from
5,
me.
6, 7, 8. Do it again.
Bow, bow.
Damn, you want to
But if it's like one thing, like,
Damn.
but y'all are really connecting, like the height thing or whatever, like that didn't even matter to me anymore because he had everything else that I wanted.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, you know, like he don't have to dance like me, but he treats me very well. You know, so I can't complain about that compared to all the other guys that want to date me. That be like, I want you.
Where's the action behind that, though?
You know, so.
Actions speak louder than words.
And he has been showing me that since day one.
So pros and cons, I think right now where we're at in our lives, we should be looking for somebody that's for us and not for a type. I think we stick to these types that don't work for us.
Yeah.
And it's tiring. And just open up and just see what's out there. Also, like being used to the people that we're around. So we in Oklahoma, we used to the same type of guys. We're not saying everybody's the same.
Yeah. That's
But
true.
just we, you know, sometimes people are just in categories with the same type of people. So those are the same type of people that you date. You gotta date outside of your friend group. You gotta date outside of your circle. Or people
you're not familiar with.
People you're not familiar with. Just different businesses and just be open.
But we say that, but
I
we need to
know.
actually do it. Like,
It's hard, it is, but it's like
give those good guys a chance. Like that's so hard for
because
me,
they really are out there. So it's like we seen them, and some of them we done ran off, you know. And
that's facts, though.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
and when I say good, I'm not talking about the ones that was half as good. I'm talking about the ones who are the dorky ones, or the ones that
Open your door,
and the ones you typically would not be with, just because that person didn't look how your typical type would look.
Make sure when you are dating, if you're serious about dating, date with purpose. Meaning, set your boundaries. Let the people know up front, like, what your intentions are.
Intentions are a big thing.
Intentions are a big thing. If you want to just fuck, just say
tell me what you want.
If you want to just chill, just say that. But
Yeah.
be mindful of the other person's intentions as well.
Even with, not even to make this long, even when a woman does ask, like, what is it that you want? And if you say, like, oh, I just want us to be friends, you cannot be upset if she be like, okay, and you see her dating somebody else or somebody else blowing up her phone. You cannot be upset because y'all agree that's what y'all are doing.
Or if you ask and it's just like, sometimes they piggyback off what they think you want them to say. I always tell them, like, please don't tell me what you think I want you to hear. I want you to tell me the truth and I want you to be honest, because if you feel like, oh, I'm gonna tell her I ain't talking to nobody, because you don't know who I'm talking to. I got a roster.
5, 6, 7.
I might got a roster. So don't tell me that you're not talking to somebody else because you think my feelings are gonna get hurt. Because we should be able to be honest with each other. We're not together, and if we are together, we should still be able to be honest. You know. So, but still, like, intentions, like letting me know your intentions. Because if you lie to me up front about you not dating other people, or you not wanting to be serious, or you just want to have sex, like, just tell me that.
But a
Like,
lot of
we
guys
like to
said
know
that
those
we're not
things.
gonna want the truth. Like every guy
I
has
know
told me that. Like
they do say that, but it's like you have to give us that option, because once you give somebody that option and they don't want to take it, you can go be with somebody else. You can go find somebody else that wants to do just whatever it is that you want to do. If it's just having sex or just talking, like,
You didn't even give us a chance to
give me that chance.
All right, you guys, make sure you follow us on all of our social medias that will be linked in the description box below.
also like, comment, share, and also subscribe to this freaking channel for more videos.
Catch us on the next episode.